What I'm going to do is ask them for ideas, but we're also going to include you, and I'm going to be the secretary and just guiding you through. So maybe we can pull this actually back here, because I want to know their techniques, I guess, because they do a good job of that. Would you like to know what they did? Okay. So the first thing we know, and please write the goal along with me, because what we're doing is we are creating an IOU, and we're going to go through the whole process. And what's really cool at your business series, if you go through this IOU process with your business table talks, it's amazing the results. Just like Maura said, when you get an emotion connected, you're going to have the driving force to bring you to your goals. So for this, we're just going to say, I'm shortening this, you would write an actual goal, but 5 people to an event. Now, when I had shared Heather as a goal, I told her she needed 5 people at the Duplication Nation event. She ended up with 4. Is that bad? No. No. But you set your sights on 5, and if you get 4, that's great. What if you get 5 and you have time to make a few more invitation phone calls? Yay, maybe you can get 10, right? So don't limit yourself to 5, but 5 is very doable, isn't it? Okay, so that's our goal. Now we're going to start through the process, because we can just put it out on Facebook. Hey, there's an event. Does anybody come then? No. So what is the process that we have to do? And I gave you a hint in your handout there, so you're going to follow along with us, and you can cheat a little bit if you can't think of something. But I'm going to start off with, I'm going to put Julie on the spot first. Julie, what?
Nothing new.
Julie and I taught school together, and now we're both in Young Living together, so it's really fun. So when you talk about an event, what is the first thing you do for your core leaders to help them get ready to invite? Yep.
I'm going to pull it back just a little bit, but my process as a former teacher, I have to focus on where my team members need the most assistance in utilizing the process. And it has to do with picking up the telephone and inviting those 5 people. So I did am I moving ahead too fast?
No.
I have to listen to her instructions. All right, I wanted to, personally for my own business growth, I wanted to recognize the skills that I needed to help people with. So I came up with having a gathering of people together at my house for a calling party. Am I on the right track? Okay. I want to make sure I'm doing the right story. And I wanted to make it fun, and you know, we're all a little bit more brave in numbers. But if your organization is like mine, I think that's the hardest thing for people to do is get on the phone and invite. So we talked about some simple inviting scripts. How to sound enthusiastic. Hey, we've got this amazing event coming up. Here's what you can expect to learn and discover at this event. I would love for you to come. I'm going to be there, so come along with. Now, Deb, you were at that gathering we had, and it was a lot of fun. And we had power in numbers. The next process was we made everybody come prepared with 5 folks that they knew would enjoy this event and would be blessed from the information that they found out at that event. How many of you have attended an event where you kind of tried to invite people and the information and the experience you had was so amazing and you thought of 10 more people that you wish so badly had been there? And they might have been there if you had actually called and invited them. Does that ever happen? Okay. And so we created a list. We made fun little, I took snapshots of my front of my phone, and we had stars because we can't get rid of the teacher in us. And we talked about a half an hour, and we practiced that initial opening line of what to say when you pick up the telephone, and everybody went to their separate rooms. And we spent a solid 45 minutes doing a calling blitz. And Deb, did it have great results? Was it fun?
It was really fun.
Yep, and it gave us that practice.
Yeah, and it was great practice because you do it once, you're kind of nervous. You do it second time, it's easier. By the third time, you got it down.
Awesome.
And people, you get that enthusiasm in your voice. Here they come.
Perfect. And I love what you said, Deb. It's practice. The first time is scary. Yeah, you got to step over that comfort zone, right? And that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I'm going to just go around. Now, and some of this will be repeated, but you may say it differently, because Maura always says, oh, I'd say it way differently, Mom. So don't be afraid to. So anything to add, like when you're chatting, for this event, what was important about coming here today for you guys?
My first step was to create a list of people from my downline that I knew would benefit, maybe even people that weren't in my downline yet that I just knew were interested. So I wrote down my list of people that I was going to reach out to. And really the point that both myself and my organization is at is getting to our first event. Getting to that first point where you get that little spark lit and you know that, yeah, this is a possibility. So just getting that across to my team that if you're looking for something that's gonna get you started, get you rolling, and get you motivated, this is it. This is convenient, this is here, you hardly have to travel, and this is gonna set you on the path that you've been looking for. We've all got our why, we've all got our books to get us going. Now we just need that spark to get it started.
Awesome, thank you.
Well, I'm here because I wanted to learn from the best.
Oh.
And she has mentored, and she's taken the time, as I believe that's what we do need to do to our people, is you need to feel that same passion. I felt her passion, and I hope that the passion that I have rubs off on those that are around me. You can be excited, and what can we be excited about? Life. And also in that life, what can we do for others? We have a whole, we have so much to give. And if we can give out just a little bit of that passion and who we are and what this has changed in our life and what we have learned, and I just think that passion, so get around people who are passionate and let them rub off on you.
Awesome. Don't go away. Do you hear some common threads here, like communicate the value? And each one of them had a different perception of what was valuable to their own team. I love the idea that sometimes you have to teach the skill of calling, or because that is fearful, isn't it? We're all afraid of that. Even today, I have to kind of do the jazz up myself, that kind of thing. But we know, as Teresa said, if we have the passion in our heart and we know the impact it will have on others, that's powerful. Kim, I love what Kim said too. She said, communicate the value that we're on a path. They've already identified their why and their vision, but realize this event is going to get you down the path faster. That's an awesome point to make. And I love the ideas here of going through the process. So the process is important. It doesn't just happen. The other thing then, once we identify all this, the key thing here is to create a mini script. Because some people may have to have some assistance in knowing what to say and how to say it. And then maybe demonstrate that with the enthusiasm and the passion. Okay, and then you always want to connect what's in it for them. And that's what Kim was saying, is we've got to make that connection. Right? And then Teresa, I just thank you for your kind words. But this is so true. You want to get around people with passion. You want to get around people that are out there moving and a shaking, because they know that there's a vision, there's a sunset out there that we are going to impact the world. Don't you want to all be together on that, riding into the sunset? Because we can do it together. One person can't do it. But when we start joining together, if every one of us now goes home and impacts how many people? 5. It can be 5 customers, but what about 5 people that really could light this business on fire? Right? 5. And it doesn't even have to be like, they just have to have a passion in their heart. Some people are scared of the word business, but if you say, can you assist us in making this impact in our community? We can do this to product users. I have awesome product users to say, hey, could you help us promote this event coming up? It's going to have such an impact for our community. Would you be able to share this with some of your friends? Would a product user do that? Of course they will. They want to help you. But some people choose a small, just recommend a few times. Some people want to do a smaller business. Some people want a big business. It doesn't matter. But we're all going to impact the world together. That just gets me all excited inside. We will really change the statistics, not only for the health, but we will change the economic statistics. Just as Maura said, can you imagine what the feeling of that young student paying off $11,000 this year on student debt? What a release of a burden, right? And so we are messengers of hope and belief. And I think, Kim, you said something, I think, by getting to the events, though, that's what's going to help us down the path. That's what builds our belief. And Maura said that too. We've got to get to the events because that's where our belief is built. So events are the most important skill you can learn in this business. Did you know that? Inviting to events and promoting events is the most important skill that you will need in this business. Eric Worre says that, and I agree. So now the IOU formula says we have goal, we have the process. Now we want to talk about the benefit. The benefit of helping these people understand the value and getting them to the event. What would you say, I'll start with Teresa this time, what's the benefit of having your friends join you at an event? Is there?
It's fun.
Okay, it's fun. It's a social thing to do together, right? And Maura alluded to that too. One of the things, I still kind of cry about our core teacher friends because we wrote grants together for children. We did all this thing together. We were visionary together, and now we're all together in Young Living. And it's so, it just gets my heart so excited to know that we are impacting in other areas of life as well. And it's a really cool feeling. And it's fun, it's social, yet it's so impactful. You're doing something extraordinary to help others. It's pretty amazing. Julie?
I think another big feeling part is, I remember the first time I attended the Utah conference. Now that's the biggest of big events, correct? And I remember looking around myself and saying, I can't believe all these people use oils. And they're all in one room, right? And you can see the haze, of course, of oils above. But attending an event with like-minded people, no matter where they're at in their journey of health, is such a wonderful bouncy ball room. Because you get ideas, you see the way other people talk about the oils, you see their other whys and their purposes, and it just fills you with an abundance of ideas and innovations and things you're going to go home and try. So it's that synergistic effect, isn't it? It's not just you there, it's you and 5,000 other people that you're drawing off of. So you're getting a good bang for your buck.
Yeah,
Put it that way in the ideal pool.
So there's
And it's nice to not be the only person who smells in the room.
That's right.
Layer on 5 oils, who cares? We all know.
Kim, what do you think about benefits of having your friends here?
I think the biggest benefit, and we've even had it a couple times today already, is when you have that aha moment and you look at the person next to you and you're both like, yeah, that's great, that's good stuff, we should write this down. And then you kind of see what motivates your team, they see what motivates you, you get a deeper understanding of their why, you just get a more team feel. You're all in it together and you can see that.
Are you all writing these down too? Because I think these are some, when we think of it, it's fun, it's social, it builds belief, synergy, you get ideas and innovations. The aha moments. Has anybody had an aha moment today? Okay, thank you. Okay, and then I love the deeper understanding, very powerful. I didn't even think of this. Team spirit, would you agree with that? Yeah, it really lends itself. Okay, now think of those benefits, because now we have to take it deeper and you'll see why. What is the benefit of the benefit? So if we look at these benefits, it's fun, it's social, it builds belief. What's happening now? Think about your vision, think about your personal why. What is the benefit of these benefits? Say it out loud. We'll let the audience join. Growth. Okay, growth of our business, right?
That and personal.
Ooh, yeah. Okay,
Change in lifestyle.
growth.
Improved health.
Oh, hold on. Growth personally. Ooh, okay, I want to get back to this. This is lifestyle change. Okay, what else? I missed one.
Improving health, she said.
Oh, improved health. Because again, we can't separate finances from physical health, because finances put a lot of stress on physical health, doesn't it? So if we help people be secure in their finances, it also benefits the stress, or takes down the stress level to benefit them, their physical health. Improved health. Love it. Anybody can throw out a...
Well, with team spirit, what comes to mind for me is just working together more effectively and like Kim said, like understanding what motivates each other, and that way you can work together more effectively.
And I think with... Oh, go ahead. And with that working effectively, would you agree that it's you almost edify each other because you're going high-fiving or whatever it is? Yeah. So working together efficiently, and we can edify one another that, hey, good job, great job, that sort of thing.
I think you have an increased energy and excitement that comes out of there when you've got a group together versus just yourself.
I love it, Linda. Increased energy and what?
Excitement.
This gentleman said build momentum.
Oh, momentum. Ooh, good.
I think you make amazing connections between people that you find, I would really like to work with you. I'd like to share ideas. I'd like to come up with something together. And it doesn't even matter if they're in your same line. You have a connection to somebody, and together you can benefit the other. I remember being on a raft with Linda at Silver Retreat, and as we're paddling and sharing ideas and bolstering each other up, so the connections you make at events, I don't care if it's on a river or right here, is just so very helpful in building that own personal momentum and that connection, because you're dying to share your ideas, and you're dying to pull them from other people as well.
Awesome. So now, the benefit of the benefit, now that leads to the emotion. Because we are going to identify these emotions and then use them to drive us. What feelings, if all of these things happened, what is the feeling inside? Anybody? Energy. What else?
Stability.
Support.
successful? Excitement. I think joy when you have, all have fun. Confidence? Accomplishment.
So do all of these create maybe? So if I'm feeling joyful and I'm feeling supported and I'm feeling quite successful because all of this goal setting is going well, I'm building my confidence, we have a sense of accomplishment. This is an awesome business to be in, isn't it? Do we get this from a normal job often? We might get it from our workmates, our teammates at work, but not necessarily the corporate America.